You are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast.
What's going down, guys? It is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. Today, I want to talk about episode 111 in Dragon Ball Super. This has been some of the best stuff from Dragon Ball Super I've seen in quite some time, since the Zamasu arc and the Future Trunks arc in Dragon Ball Super, in my opinion. I just couldn't wait to see what was going to happen between Hit and Jiren. And to my dismay, Hit was eliminated from the tournament. Man, I got scared for a split second when Hit pulled out his so-called trump card and tried to suspend Jiren in a pocket of time. But it did not work. It did not hold. Jiren was just too powerful. And look, man, give credit to Hit, though. He is a bad boy. Hit is definitely one of the top tier fighters in this series. He's a popular character among a lot of you guys. He's not mine, but, you know, I do respect him for his fighting skills and prowess. I do. I got to hand it to him for that. But my boy, Jiren, man, he's a mortal god. I mean, that's just basically the gist of it. He is on tier with, the gods, of destruction. And even, I'm not even going to say on tier. I'm going to say that, you know, he's probably stronger than most of those gods of destruction, if you ask me as well. So I don't know, man. You tell me what you think. We can definitely get into a debate on this. And anytime you guys want, a friendly debate over what do you guys think. I've read comments from people saying that, why is Jiren so OP and all of these things. I'm like, I don't know how to respond to that, because Goku has always been OP, and it wouldn't be a show if there wasn't characters who happened to be OP at that time to grow the other characters. So they're basically just growing Goku's character. Jiren is just another tool, another person that they put into this story arc to, I guess, gauge Goku and the rest of the fighters and see where they are at right now currently. So, he's just a cool character. I've always liked him. He's got this sleek kind of look, he's just got a look about him, and he's very, very serious. And if you guys know me, I love serious characters. He doesn't say a lot. He talks with his hands. He doesn't talk a lot with his mouth. And, he gets it done. Bottom line, he gets it done. And the cherry on top of all of this is the fact that this guy is not evil. He's actually a good guy. He's a good character. He's a hero, and he believes in, justice and, all that good shit, man. So to have all of that in one thing, it's crazy. They could take this so many different ways right now. And that's what I'm most excited about. I'm most excited about seeing where this is going to go. I cannot wait. Yeah, man. It was a great episode. Hit was eliminated. Frieza even said itself. He gave Goku some of his energy because he did not want to fight Jiren. He said, look, you take this, you go get back out there on the battlefield, because I'm not trying to see him right now. You know what I mean? Like I said, Frieza is biding his time. He's trying to analyze the situation and see, what is best for him, how he's going to, approach this whole thing. So that, it's getting really good, guys. And I'm good. I can't say enough about, what's been happening these last few episodes. Very, very happy with what's going on right now. Finally, I can say that in consistency. But Great episode, guys. You must see it if you haven't. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you probably already have. So I shouldn't have to say too much about it. Now let's jump off of something and onto something else real quick. I have something that I'm trying to start, and I'm calling it the PlayStation Campfire. And basically, what it is a group of some of my friends on PlayStation. You know, we get together and we talk about different things. You know, we talk about, you know, in anime and video games. So, I mean, that's the main focus point, and everything in between. And when I say in between, I mean stuff like comics, you know, superheroes and villains. Those things fall in the same category, if you will. So we sit around and we talk about some of these things. Now, we had a conversation. It was pretty raw conversation, so I'm letting you guys know ahead of time. It's just a raw conversation of us getting together and just being ourselves, man, and kind of just letting loose and talking about these things. And this is the first attempt. I just must give you guys fair warning. Forgive the music, the Naruto music in the background. I meant to turn it off when I recorded this conversation, but that'll be for another segment that we have. But like I said, it was a pretty raw segment, but we did have fun. We were talking basically about the state of the American cartoon and how it compares to, you know, anime in Japan and all of those things. And, you know, it was a good conversation because, in my opinion, you know, the cartoons in America, I mean, have kind of fell by the wayside. Now, there are a few that, you know, are doing their thing, but in retrospect, as a whole, anime is definitely coming in and about to start taking over a lot of stuff that we watch now. I mean, I'm looking at kids now growing up and they're watching, you know, anime as opposed to, you know, other cartoons, you know, from when I was small and everything like that. So, I mean, and rightfully so for a lot of these cartoons. Anime, you know, is definitely, it scales from, you know, very, very friendly and soft to extremely, you know, adult orientated and, you know, mature. So, you know, it's coming in a good way though, to America, and I'm finally glad that we're getting to see this, witness this, all of that. And this is what this conversation is basically talking about. We got we got a conversation about one of my favorite American cartoons, you know, as of late, which is Adventure Time, and we talk about some other things, Teen Titans in there, and we talk about some voice acting issues, or not even an issue, but differences in Dragon Ball Z as opposed to Dragon Ball Z Kai. So, you know, just throwing a little bit of stuff out there for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys do have any comments, of course, like I always say, go on and leave it. You can hit me at Twitter at Studio MacGyver. Please show some love for the Facebook page as well. That's also at Studio MacGyver. We're almost at 500 likes and follows, guys. So, I mean, I think I'm like at 485 or something like this. So by the time you hear this podcast, we'll probably be at 500. And, you know, that next plateau is 1,000. You know what I mean? Let's make this happen. Same thing for the YouTube channel, guys. I put new content on every week. I would appreciate you guys' support. Go on, hit your boy up on YouTube, Studio MacGyver's TV. Plenty of content. I'll be actually starting a figure review of basically what I own in my own collection here pretty soon, and a bunch of other stuff, man. So be looking out for that. And I love you guys. Thanks for listening. And without further ado, here's our conversation I'd like to call the PlayStation Campfire. Enjoy.
I mean, like the characters just. I mean, my season one was like, well, there will be nothing like season one ever, man. Season one was just, it's the characters, man, that they had in there. I mean, the fucking elephant. I mean, oh my. I mean, she had me rolling. Bro, she thought she was flying, all of that shit, man. She was.
What cow?
Adventure Time, man. Adventure Time.
Oh.
Yeah, she was fat, bloated, and very, very unattractive, and that's being nice.
About, Princess Lump Lumps,
putting
Lumpy Lumps,
putting
I like
makeup
the
on and
random
everything,
ones.
you know, like
I like the random episodes of it.
she thought that the reason why that they were winning, they were doing certain things, was because of her beauty and her looks and stuff like that. I was like, yo, stop it. And her favorite, I swear, bro, Oh my God, she was
I
so.
like the one with that big old gingerbread man.
There was just so
Where
many
he,
of them. Y'all gonna
where he
make me
was
go back to
fuck.
Adventure Time. I mean, straight up.
He was like, I'll be there tomorrow to tell you goodbye today. I was like, nigga,
They were talking about some. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, bro. They be killing me, bro.
One of my
They
favorite
be killing
episodes
me.
was whenever the Ice King, that nigga was a human that got possessed by the crown. Like he figured out the crown had powers every time he put it on, and what's her name? The girl, the vampire queen girl
I know
who
you
plays the
talking about.
guitar. Yeah, like whenever she was born from the cataclysm, because she's like devil's daughter or some shit like that, but she wasn't born inherently evil. So like he found her and raised her, and the only way he could protect her from all the goons that were created from the destruction of the world, he had to put on the crown to give him ice powers, and but every time he put the crown on, he'd go insane because of everything the crown would show him to give him that power, until finally he forgot who he was, and he even forgot who she was. But like the vampire girl like always has a memento, and like that's why she always feels sorry for the Ice King and shit, because she knows who he really is.
And
I thought that was a pretty cool
that,
episode.
yeah, that's cool. They kind of like they sneak it in there like on you. They put it in there kind of like you said, like a little undertone type of thing, and you won't understand a lot of the stuff unless you actually watch the show and know the characters and everything like that. Yeah, keep watching. But that is pretty dope. Actually, and it just the even the
like
art
how
style,
niggas
it's
met
its own
God.
shit. The art
Them
style is
niggas
really
met God,
crazy.
bro. That hoe was kind of real.
I didn't see that. Like I said, I didn't go
Yeah,
past
like that
season one yet. I've been wanting to, but I've seen some episodes where he grows up a little bit, his voice changes, and he's not. That kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, man, he doesn't sound the same. You know what I mean? But
Brother say, I like it when he gets new swords. That hoe is clean. It's like a level up thing.
yeah, I got
Or whenever-
the game is pretty dope though. You got the game. I haven't played it in
The
quite
Card
some
Wars?
time. Yeah, I haven't played it in
I
quite
have
some
to
time.
re-download it. Boy, I'll play you in Card Wars with. If
You
my
wanna know when
deck's
he's
still
new?
there, you got something to worry about.
Mm.
One of these new wacky shows that I like that actually is already off air. I used to like Flapjack.
I remember you saying that. I could not believe that.
I liked it, man. I thought it was really one episode in particular where there was that dude that had he ran around with no shirt on, and he was like, all an adventure it needs is his muscles. That's the only jacket you have to have, and he was just going around doing all this shit. And then there was this other dude that had like a paper bag over his face, and he said it was to hide his beauty, and they was like, what you talking about? And so he finally took it off. And this one dude was like, let me see your face. I was like, what the fuck?
Boy. What the?
But Adventure Time definitely did make the cut for me as far as the
And they every once in a while they come with some shit like that, which is cool. Every once in a while they come with that. They come with something real, cartoon wise, because anime is drowning out, American cartoons, in my opinion. I mean, for the most part, if you're not like a little kid and you just don't watch
in
it.
my opinion, he's already knocked him out the box.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And now little kids are watching anime like crazy. Like there's a post I saw earlier today where this girl had her two daughters, and it showed she took a picture of them and had this little TV, man, and they were stuck to this TV watching what's the one that's kind of like it's an anime
Bleach?
though. No, it's kind of like more so like it's kind of like Pokemon, but it starts with like Yu-Yo.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, they were watching that shit.
Oh,
They
Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay.
they were stuck on that though. She was like, man, she said they've already watched Dragon Ball Z. They want to be Super Saiyans when they grow up. You know what I'm saying? And now she was like, what other anime do I need to put them on? You know what I'm saying? What's next? What can I show them that's, child friendly? And then she had so many different
it's playing
responses.
on that level.
Yeah, she had hundreds of responses. You know what I mean? Now, man, matter of fact, when I dropped off I was doing Uber today, and I dropped off a delivery or whatever, and they had their window open, like they had their blinders wide open, and they were, or there was some takeout or whatever, and some guy and his girlfriend, they were watching some anime. I don't even know what it was, but I saw the English subs, the English text, and they were watching some shit, man. It looked pretty cool too. You know what I'm saying? I picked it up, but I mean, it's like, man, it's becoming a staple now. I mean, and what people watch. You know what I mean?
The quality is gone in American cartoons. I'm a huge fan of cartoons, and I will say it, like, straight up, it's gone. Like, even when I bring up Flapjack, like, that was kind of the point where it crossed over, and all of the rest of the shit missed me. Adventure Time was, like, one that kind of popped up.
It was a breath of fresh air, man.
Like, okay, it was. But other than that, man, I see trash, and I like the Teen Titans. Man, I hate what they've done to that. I hate what they've done.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, they turn it into like cartoony as fuck, like it's no longer serious whatsoever. But it's still pretty funny.
I mean, my 4-year-old son watches it, man. He loves it. But like I said, there's a discrepancy
I
when
guess
it comes
I'm used to Team Justice, man. I guess that's it. I'll say it.
Yeah.
And then they have, like I said, in Japan, they don't have those stipulations, bro. There's not stipulations, but they what they write is right. What they write is what they write. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They don't hold their tongue or their pen for anybody. I mean, if it's gonna have ass and titties, or if it's gonna have hentai, or it's gonna have whatever it's gonna have in there, it's gonna be in there because they want it to be. Nobody's gonna say, well, when you put it out on the networks, it's got to be. No, they're not doing it. I mean, most of the shit that they have out there, though, man, they don't have to worry about that. In Japan, it's just like it's nothing. It's common. I mean, like I said, you can go to McDonald's in Japan, bro, and they have some anime you've never heard of, and you can get the cups, you can get a Happy Meal. You know, down here we got, you know, like you said, those watered down cartoons. You know, those lollipop game cartoons. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Okay, which is cool, but I wish they would do more as far as like when movies come out, anime wise, or certain things happen, they would actually, you know, support it like they do in Japan. Like, you know, when Dragon Ball first came out, when Battle of the Gods came out, man, they had it in select theaters for a couple of days, and that was cool. I thought that was cool. I think they're starting to notice that, you know, the anime is getting big out here in America now, and you know, they need to start taking notice of it. I mean, more and more so that when movies do come out in Japan, we can get those same movies out here, you know what I'm saying, in the States. And I don't mind going to see the movie, you know what I'm saying, watching the text, you know what I'm saying, but some people are like, why is it got the text, what's up with all the text, you know what I mean? Bruh, just shut your mouth and enjoy the anime, bro, because most of the shit that you cut your teeth on when you probably first started out was probably like that. I mean, one thing about Crunchyroll, if people who want English dubs, you don't fuck with Crunchyroll then, because Crunchyroll is just giving you straight, you know, Japanese with the English subtitles, but they give it to you when it's out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't even listen to certain, certain ones you can't. The voices, like, I tried to watch, you know, Naruto Shippuden, like, clips of with the American dubs on it, man, it just didn't sound the same. The movies, the
Americans make them sound gay as
man,
fuck.
they kind of do, man. I mean, they don't make them sound all the way right. I mean, you got to get some good, decent actors. Now, Dragon Ball, you know, Dragon Ball compared to Kai, it's complete black and white to me. I mean, I cannot stand the voice of Frieza in Dragon Ball Kai. I cannot stand it. I mean, the original Frieza from, you know, the Funimation dub when it back in the 90s and shit, man, that's where it was at. Now they go hard. Funimation, most of them guys go hard. I mean, I'm not speaking for everybody, but everybody on the Dragon Ball Z side, yeah, much love to you, all of that. But yeah, I mean, they should start putting more movies out, man. I know I would go to the theaters, you know what I'm saying, as movies came out in Japan, and if they had them out here released, I would. But see, Crunchyroll gives you the episode on right when it comes out. Like, when Dragon Ball Super drops in Japan, it's going to be available on Crunchyroll. You know what I mean? And everything else is as well. So, yeah, bro. But I can tell you this, 10 years from now, I can guarantee you, though, man, it's already made major leaps and bounds as far as merchandising and all this other stuff. Matter of fact, I ordered something from China today that just came in today. I just got it in the mail. I ordered a Itachi statue. And man, they make good shit. I'm not gonna lie, China makes some good shit. Because the actual one that they had, it's basically the knockoff version. I think I paid like $15, less than $15 for the knockoff version. And if I wanted the actual version from Japan, I think it would cost like around 70, 60, $70. Now, in comparison, me looking at it and everything, man, it looks just as good. You know what I'm saying? If you have to have the name brand shit or whatever, you just have to have it to say you have it, then, you know, more power to you. But China makes a fucking killing off of those type of things, man. And they do a fucking good job of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So me just trying to start a new collection, like with this Naruto shit, you know, plus it gives me an idea to see what kind of like, see what China does as opposed to, you know, Japan, and kind of compare them and everything. Let's be, you know, make decisions going forward in the future. But yeah, man. That's another thing. I'm gonna start doing more collection shit. I'm gonna start putting out videos of things that I purchase. You know what I'm saying? Items that I have, because I got a lot of shit, man. I still got a lot of stuff that I ain't even opened up out of the package yet. I still got 2 Gundam kits that I'm just sitting in the box that I haven't put together yet. I got a lot of stuff, man, to just open up and deal with. And you know, I can start sharing that all too on social media, man. You know what I mean? Instagram, all of that.
Listen to that Frieza voice. I don't think it was that bad.
Because I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that for years I was accustomed to listening to.
You prefer it?
Yes, and I prefer it better because it goes better with the character, in my opinion. Because I remember when I first saw Frieza and heard Frieza talk, I could not tell if Frieza was a girl or a guy. And that's not what Toriyama, I don't think that's not what they wanted. They wanted you to kind of, he's an alien. He or she, he's technically a he, but it's an alien. So it's supposed to sound kind of like, what is this? Like, it's not a man or a girl, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a cross between both. And that's my take on it, at least, you know what I mean? I just really preferred her, because it was female who actually did the voice of Frieza on the Funimation dub, the English dub. And I just love that. I love that voice actor for Frieza, man. And I think it's so, when you hear something new out of Kai, it just kind of threw me off. Now, kids and everything that's watching Dragon Ball now, they might change their mind. All right, put it in the sink. But that's just me, though. I mean, I can't. If you line them up together, if you listen to them both together, still, hands down, man, in my opinion, she kills the other guy as far as the sound, who sounds better.
I'm about to check it out because I really don't remember the old.
Yeah, the voice was it was just better, bro. I mean, I can't. I don't know how to even else look at it. But I have to kind of. I used to grind my teeth when I would watch, you know, the Resurrection of F movie and shit.
Was that bad, man?
I mean, because I wasn't used to it. Like,
That's
you know, I love Frieza.
You go listen to it. I'm like, damn, was it?
I love Frieza because I love Frieza and you know, I was so used to his voice being a certain way, and then when I saw that, I was like, oh man, I'm just not used to it. But now I'm getting more used to it. You know what I'm saying? But still, I mean, it is what it is. They had to, they for whatever reason, I still need to find what happened with that. I want to know what happened with that. Like, what happened to her? Did something happen to her, or did she just not agree to do it anymore? Or what?
Got tired of it. You know, Dragon Ball Z ran for a while.
It did, man. It did. It ran in the 90s, so she might not even. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't like to speculate on shit like that.
DBZ.
I don't like to speculate off of that though. But shit, man, I should look that shit up.
All right, guys, that was the first attempt at the PlayStation Campfire sit down shindig, whatever you want to call that. Just some raw conversation between friends, and we do that all the time. And you know, it's pretty cool to actually record it and you know, pick each other's brains about, you know, the state of the things that we love most, which is anime, video games, all those things, man. So, like I said earlier, before, you guys, if you guys need anything, you want to talk about anything, please just hit me on Twitter at Studio MacGyver. You can hit me on the Facebook page at Studio MacGyver as well. We're almost at 500 likes. Let's get it, guys. The YouTube channel is here and it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. New content every week. You know, if you love me, if you like, I love you guys, just, hey man, just just show some love and subscribe to the channel, baby. You know what I mean? And make this thing a reality. Because my dream one day is to actually do this full time, all the time. So let's get it. Yeah, man, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for listening and chiming in. And I'm going to get up out of here. You have been listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. I will see you next time.